Hello, how are you? You are looking very sexy today. You are also looking pretty fierce. Keep it up. And the rest of you, you're just gorgeous. What can I say? Anyone and everyone who's watching this is gorgeous and awesome, and I love you and appreciate you very much. Excuse me. Sunday, Mothering Sunday here in the UK. I have not seen my mother because she lives in another town and I can't afford to go see her. Apparently she's quite tired. I did text her. Tell her, Happy Mother's Day and all that stuff. And she's tired. So I'm gonna give her a call tomorrow. So yay! I know. It's a weird, I have a weird relationship with Mother's Day because, like I said, I said like it's Mother's Day here in the UK. And I've always called it a Hallmark holiday, more about the card business rather than the channel. I can take or leave Hallmark programming. I don't seek it out, but I'm not gonna, it's harmless enough. But yeah, I mean, a Hallmark holiday in the sense that, it's kind of a manufactured holiday by, card companies. And people can sort of argue the point and say, oh, it's based after this person, or it's based after that saint, or... But the truth is, if it was based on a specific person or event or someone or something that happened, then why is it a different date here than it is, at least I know for the States, definitely a different date, if it wasn't a made-up day. But Mum knows that, and she appreciates that, I don't need a specific day to tell her I love her or appreciate her, or even if I see something that I think she might like, just to buy it for her, because why not? So that's my philosophy on Mother's Day. I will see my mum. I will talk to her and spend time, just because it's nice too, and because it is the day that the calendar tells her that she should be getting love from her daughters. But she's cool with me not going out my way necessarily, because love is all the time. Love is all through the year. It doesn't have to be a specific date, time, place. So love is wherever you are, and I'm feeling it. So I will shout out to all the mothers all the world, because you are all wonderful and we appreciate you. But yeah, I don't beholden to a calendar. If I want to buy my mum something nice, I'll buy my mum something nice if I see something she'll like. So there you go. So that's my thoughts on Mother's Day. Thank you for listening to that. Should we do the question? Ew. Describe the best year of your life so far. What happened? Don't I? That's one of those interesting questions, because I don't know if I've had a solid, awesome year. Like the entire year was amazeballs. I can certainly take 2003 was kind of fun. Well, I don't know if there's a calendar year 2003. I think yeah. Sorry, I think that's the year. Maybe 2-3 or 3-4. Basically, and this isn't like, everything was perfect and awesome, but that was, I mean, I've always been a fan of Stargate SG-1. In fact, I'm currently watching it on a marathon, just because I wanted to. And there are lots of shows I like. There are lots of shows I've gotten into in a bigger way prior to that. I mean, well, I watched the film originally. Me and the fam saw it. I remember when I saw the film, I was like, well, that'd make a great TV series, because you got this big ring with lots of possible combinations. The possibilities are literally endless. And when they did make a TV series of it, I was like, oh yeah, we'll definitely watch that. And so pretty much from day one I've been watching it. There was some time when I couldn't see the episodes live, because when I moved for a while, I didn't have that channel anymore. Was able to catch up with it relatively easily once I sort of got access to, the probably would have been VHSs back then. So yeah, I kind of caught up with it reasonably quickly, got back up to date, and then sort of, you know, the internet still being in its early days, but I sort of found other fans, and Stargate basically was my first convention. The first thing I went to was actually it was just a Michael Shanks Q&A at the Radisson Hotel. I still have the hand towel I pilfered from there, and a couple of glasses. I pilfer. I like souvenirs, nothing too, you know, exclusive. Just like it's a little hand towel that's got the name on it, and the glasses just fell into my bag. Side note, my old boss, they were flying from here to there, don't know where, but they said they were business class, and they said they had these little salt and pepper shakers, and apparently stamped on the bottom of them they said stolen from Virgin Airlines, and she wanted them and he said no, and I said I would totally pilfered them. Like, they're expecting you to steal them, and didn't. But yeah, so that was when I sort of discovered the Q&A was really cool. I met some friends from online at that. Michael himself was very charming and funny and entertaining and tall. Dude's tall. So yeah, I went to a couple of conventions since then. I went to SFX. Was it SG5? I think was the one I went to, or SG6. Well, one of them. Yeah, I went to SFX. Was in London. It was in the Docklands. The first time I went to the Excel Centre. That was big. That was obviously it was the magazine. So it was a big multi-fandom event. That's when I met the late great Sir Terry Pratchett. So that was, you know, nice story there. I was that one. No, the other one was at Blackpool. So it was Gen Con was the Excel. Met lots of different people there, and had a lot of fun that weekend. And the SG convention, the specific one, was in Blackpool, which was the first time I'd ever been, and I haven't been back since. But that'd be fun to go back on the on season and check it out properly. But we were there when they had the light show on, so that was fun. So yeah, there was that. I met quite a few. It's quite funny watching the show back, because you know, I met them, they're cool, really cool. And the guy who plays Herod, Dougie, someone, can't remember his surname, sorry, so bad at me, but we just call him Dougie. I'm watching him being like, big bad Jafar, you will bow to me, and he's not Jafar, he's System Lord. You will bow to me, and I'm like, you're just a teddy bear, you're just a complete and utter sweetheart and goofball. Yeah, he was really cool. He's like hung out with people at the party and everything. Chris Judge as well is a huge teddy bear. He was really sweet and funny. So yeah, doing that, meeting people online, going to all these conventions, sort of, you know, having these different experiences. And then sort of towards the end of the year, I was sort of rediscovering my love for Eddie Izzard, and that was the first time I went to see him live. Was Sexy in Eastbourne, and got to meet him and do that. So yeah, that was kind of a whole, I won't say like it was the bestest year ever, but it was a year of, you know, pushing boundaries, learning, sort of coming into different fans. That's why I say, like, despite having liked all these other shows and still big fans of the other shows, some of which I liked before I got into Stargate. Like I said, I watched Stargate from the beginning, but I wasn't like, I was just watched as a passive viewer. But I kind of consider it my first fandom, because it was the first one I really got into and sort of went to things for and met other people, discussed it with them and all that stuff. I mean, I'd talk about X-Files or, you know, Friends or whatever with actual people I already knew, but you know, to seek out fellow fans of this thing was probably, yeah, the Stargate was the first one that I would consider myself an active fan of. And yeah, it was a pretty cool year. I also went to college that year to, that's why I say like 2003-04, because it would have been, you know, from September to July. I went to college that year to study holistic therapies. I didn't complete the course because of multiple reasons that doesn't matter now. I kind of minded. I liked learning, but then there were some other factors that kind of made me go, yeah, I'm not enjoying this anymore. Excuse me. But yeah, so there was a lot going on that year. Met lots of cool people. Had some cool experiences I wouldn't necessarily have done otherwise. Best year, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I can't think of an actual year 365 days that was like completely 100%. That was awesome every single day of the year. But that was certainly a year then a lot of cool and interesting things happened to me, and met lots of fun people, and sort of, you know, like even just in the 80 forums, just sort of sitting here on the computer, it was just like, well, this is fun. So so yeah, that year, like early aughts were good to me. Yeah, alright, I'll do. Oh, come here, you. Oh no, come here, come on. The hole is getting bigger. But anyway, please do follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Tumblr as well, but not much happens there. You can also, you know, subscribe, hit the like button, share, tell me your awesome stories about things you've done. And as always, thank you for listening. I've been Michelle. You've been paying wonderful attention. Thank you for watching. I'm Michelle. You've been listening. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.